name of this video, I think anyways, the name of this video is how to grow garlic in the park. How to grow garlic in the park. But this might be a series of videos all in one, like 5-in-1 kind of thing. Just a bunch of little short ones. An idea I just had. Anyways, check this out. So, this is garlic. It's been out here for a week. It rained, and that's why this is completely full of water. I just had a little bit of water down in there inside of each one of these containers, and a little bit around the outside just to keep it wet down in the grass. But this is what happened in just a week. They were just barely started at the tip, and these were in my car for like a week inside of one of these things. And I came back, and look at this. I'm just growing this on this hillside. See, he mows the lawn up there, and they mow this whole thing, but they can't mow this side right here because it's too steep. So I decided to kind of hide some garlic in these little spots. Right now it's pretty exposed, but I could put this grass back up here when I'm done working. And I got one other little spot over here that I haven't planted yet, but as you can see, I have this garlic over here that I could plant there. And how did I do this? Well, I just took my bare hands and I pulled up the grass in the spot, and then I went over here to a different spot where a gopher had dug in the ground, and over here where there's some leaves and some nice composted leaves underneath this berry bush from the trees and from the berry bushes. And I took that really good soil that the gophers had tilled for me, and then the leaves from under there, and I just piled it right up on the ground over here. And they say it only needs to be like 4 or 6 inches for garlic. It could probably be even less. It's got full sun. You know, there's no trees here or anything. So, and it rained on it for me, so I haven't even had to water it. I'm late in the year, but let's just see what happens. I'm thinking of doing some potatoes too. Free food in the park. I also wanted to add that right next to my garlic, here's my garlic, right up the hill is some wild fennel. Food in the park. And right next to the fennel, what's that? Wild radish. That's the leaves, but you can pull it up. And look at that. Little root on there. You can eat the root too. So look at this, folks. We got wild fennel, wild radish, garlic. Soon we're gonna have potatoes. Free food in the park. People don't know this. So I thought I would share it. And it's fresh and it's alive. One of the things that wild radish does is it forms these little clusters in the top. See that? It's like broccoli. It's going to form flowers, but before it forms the flowers, it forms these crunchy little parts that taste like broccoli. And that's, I think, the best part to eat on the whole plant. My favorite part. But I also just noticed that right next to this growing is wild peas. So we're going to have some peas coming up here too. And you can eat the flowers on the wild peas, but that's a little bit later in the year. So yeah, tons of wild fruits growing right here. You can eat the flowers on the peas too. That's the best part. It tastes super sweet. This little part right here, that's the flower. It's exactly like a sweet pea. It is. It's a wild sweet pea. You know, I think one of the best things about growing food and foraging food is it gets you out into nature. Not only are you eating all fresh, alive stuff, but look, 8 o'clock in the morning, and listen to the birds. And look at this. I'm out here early in the morning with the birds, and I'm walking around and I'm digging in the earth, and you know, this is the kind of stuff that a lot of people don't do anymore. It keeps you healthy. So maybe you should think about growing a little bit of wild food in the park. You never know. Be really good at it. So here I'm going to show you guys some of the techniques and styles of this new kind of farming that I'm doing. I call it barbaric style. So I found this old walnut tree. This is a black walnut, and all the walnuts fell here. And look at this. There's a worm right there. This soil is so dark and so rich, and when you smell it, oh my God, this is like the best compost in the world. It's all from these shells from these organic walnuts out here, and it's called the black walnut tree, I'm pretty sure. And look, shaped like a heart on the inside. It cracks in half, and you get the shape of a heart right in the middle of the walnut. Anyways, I'm just gathering up the soil like this in my hands, and I'm carrying it over to that spot that I showed you earlier. And this is part of the soil makeup. The gophers, they did the work tilling up and loosening up the soil over there. And right here, I'm doing it with my hands. And this stuff, we're gonna see some really good garlic, possibly some potatoes too. This is a different spot in the same park. So there's my hillside over there. This is just not very many feet away. I have another garlic garden going. Look, it's turning purple right there. I just noticed that. This one was started around the same time. I have a little compost pile going here, some lemons and banana right next to the garlic, so the roots can go into that later. And this spot is right next to a log, so when they go to mow, he doesn't go too close to the log. He comes around and misses the garlic, so that's another spot I got where I don't have to worry about him mowing down and getting food. So I got these little spots just not far off the trail. I can do it easily. This is another spot that I found some garlic. So here is some beautiful yellow flowers with these bulbs and this coming out, and then look, right next to it is my garlic. See, here's a garlic, here's a garlic, here's two coming out of one. I got a little rock to mark each one. Let's see, this one here is a garlic, and then I got one more. Oh no, that's one of these. This is a garlic right here, so there's a rock to mark it. So here we have the feathers of a bird. A bird died right over there underneath that tree. I don't know if it died of old age or the wind blew it. out, or maybe it was flying in the wind and hit the tree. But anyways, that bird died, and I buried it here. That's its wings sticking out, but most of it's under the ground. So this garlic here can get some of that bird. There's a feather that I found over there too. So yeah, this is a little spot, another little spot that I'm growing in the park. And check it out. It's a peace park. We got clarity, joy, compassion, certainty, wisdom, patience, courage, agape, abundance, generosity, depth, unconditional clarity, and joy, and compassion. So that's the part it's on right there. Kind of hidden, kind of guerrilla camouflage style in the flowers. So yeah, the guy in the garden, he'll probably notice. He'll leave him. We are all in God's hands.